Twisted Granny Tarot. Thank you very much for joining us today. I appreciate it. And today, at this moment, we are in the midst of determining Gemini's future, or what's up for Gemini in the next 30 days or so. Okay? Now, remember, this is the tarot lady who does tarot readings in the shape of a horoscope. We can get a lot of information in a very short amount of time, and it can help people better and faster because of that. Okay? In the meantime, my friend Link publishes a calendar every year, and this calendar is called A Year and a Day, and you can find how to order it in the description. That's what the tech team says. Okay, so in the meantime, he researches history about ancient cultures, individual gods and goddesses, pagan practices, because it's a curiosity for him. Okay, now, according to this, I'll just read you a couple of pearls of wisdom from this calendar. On October 15th, there's a black line drawing of a guy in a chariot, I guess it is. It says Harvest Festival for Mars. Now, not the planet, the god. Okay? Celebrated with a chariot race, followed by sacrificing the slowest horse. That is so evil. I am sorry. However, let's try this one. Here's a better one. October 21st. It says here, the Czechoslovakian feast of Ursula, the ancient Slavic lunar goddess. She was a moon goddess. Her name was Ursula. Underneath that it says, on the same day, Sir Isaac Newton's first alchemy trials with basic experiments on the qualities of mercury and sulfur. This is where men tried to make gold out of various components. Never did get there, but that's what they were doing back then. Okay, so the cards have been blessed, they've been cut, they're ready to be used. So, but I'm going to explain to you a little bit about this horoscope. First house, according to the Babylonians, well, if it's a horoscope, it is about your self-appearance. But if we're doing tarot, it's about what's on your mind. Second house is your money. Third house is your communication style. Fourth house is your home, and so on and so forth. They've just labeled those categories. So we get a lot of information out of here. Okay, so let's try this. First house for Geminis, month of October 2025. Oh, who is surprised? There's the Knight of Swords here. Swords governs air signs. So you must be feeling yourself today, Mr. Gemini. And, but you're very happy. Look at that. Very happy family situation there. Well, good for you. That's encouraging, isn't it? Right off the bat, we got a good card. I'm tickled. Second house is your own money. Now, this guy is because it looks to me like, remember Magellan or any of the other explorers in the New World? They would send out ships and pray that they come back fully laden with jewels and spices and herbs and those kinds of things. So I think he had to make a big investment to do that. And so I think that this also indicates that that you have made investments and now you're waiting for the return. Okay? Third house is about your communication style. So this guy has a project here. He's growing a garden, and his garden, he's tilled the field, he's watered the plants, he's put fertilizer down, and overall babied them. And now it's time to pick the fruit. And picking the fruit means it's time to get your cash out of the crop. So what this means is, I think you've been talking up your successes recently, and it's making you feel very confident. So you could, let's just say, if this had to do with work, you could prove to your work boss, that the situations that you're in charge of, you've handled well, and you've made money and protected money for the company. Okay? 4. Oh, we got in your 4th house of home, we got just an Ace of Swords. What's going on there? A lot of conversation. Yakety, yakety, yakety. 5th house is romance and creativity. Now, what of the, we have, well, okay, this particular fella here is, well, he looks like the father of the children to me. I mean, that's what this picture depicts in my head. And he is, at the same time, distributing his money so that he can take care of his family. His kids are getting some, but a lot of the distribution is just going to people that he owes money to for services they've rendered. Okay? So, this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th house. So you know what? Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you aren't going to plan on having more children. You're taking good care of the ones you got now. So don't be surprised. Okay. 6th house is work and health. Now what is this? We're not talking about work, and we're not talking about health either. Is that what it is? Because she's blindfolded and she's on a seat, and it looks like she's surrounded by fairies. Yeah, and flowers. And basically, what's going on here is, okay, so one thing, this card makes me feel like at work that you all are keeping your head down and your mouth shut. Maybe that's a good defensive posture, because that's what it seems like. Because in reality, this person, all she has to do is put her swords down and take off her blindfold, and she'll be able to see exactly where she is, exactly who she's with, and exactly where she needs to go next. So, if you have plans and you're planning on maybe leaving your employment, it's a good thing to keep quiet about it. Okay? Seventh house, money from other people. 8th house. No, wait, that's not right. 7th house is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Good God. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 7th house is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. I'm sorry. So there's a little bit of money here. So I feel like, gee, a little bit of money is nice, but you'd probably like to have more. Because there's no such thing as too much money, is there? Now, this is the 8th house of money from other people. Money from other people means income tax checks, insurance checks, lawsuit checks, those kinds of things. Hold on. And this little girl is very excited about her prospects. So, because it's a page. Page brings a message. I want more information about the message. So, what do I do? I pull another card. And what do I get? Another face card. And it's a King of Cups. Now we got the Queen of Pentacles. Next we have, well, okay. If it's possible that you may have had a person you're related to pass over, and she may still, or he or she may still keep in contact with you, and the person pictured here is a child, so it's possible that that child hasn't really gone very much of anywhere. So if you see that child out of the corner of your eye, or you think about that child, that means that child hanging around. That's not a bad thing. They love you and they want you to help you take care of yourself. That's what they're doing. Okay, so there is the catalyst behind the inheritance. Now we got a person you love. It says it's pictures a man, but it could be a woman. And here's a woman with money. Okay, cups is about love. Pentacles is about money. Okay, so what I'm going to say, and then there's this card. So what this card is unrealistic dreams, hopes, and ambitions. So kind folks, kind Geminis out there, please be aware. If you are actually expecting some kind of a boom, whether it's an inheritance check or an insurance check or a bonus check, please be sensible, you Geminis, about your money, because this card says that you have a natural propensity to perform spontaneously various situations. Okay, so if you're spontaneous about this money coming in, you just might buy a whole bunch of the wrong stuff. So whatever money you're getting, you know thyself. Okay, know thyself. If you know that that money is going to like explode in your hands or it combust, then put it away for a little bit. Put it away for days, weeks, months, I don't care how long, until you calm down enough to figure out where you need to spend the money. Because inheritances don't come along every day. This kind of check that's might be on its way to you doesn't happen every day. So when you get unexpected money, this could even be from a bonus check, don't spend it foolishly. Because what these cards, what these items in these cups represent are unrealistic goals, unrealistic ideas. Do you really want to buy a dragon? There's a dragon in there. Do you really want to buy a mermaid? Do you really want to buy a castle? So keep your head on. Keep your hat on your head. Keep your crown on your head and act responsibly. Okay, this is what my mother used to say. Act like you got some sense, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ninth house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. Now, y'all Geminis love all those topics because travel means new experiences all the time. So, it's spiritual. You live in your head a lot, and you think about things a lot, and so having a fanciful idea about going on a long trip somewhere really appeals to you because you haven't been able to yet. You haven't been able to yet. So philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. All those topics you might want to visit. It's just not going to happen right now. So there is time and a place for that. So be mindful that you're getting a paycheck every day. I mean, you get a paycheck every week or you get a paycheck a month. There's always going to be money. So you might want to take a little money out of and put it in a special account. So you can take those trips when you accumulate enough funds. Okay, this is your 10th house of career. Oh my goodness, here we are. This is the queen of all the queens. So this means your 10th house of career is doing very well, kindly people. And so the Empress is the queen of all the queens. She's got more power than all the queens. And it's opposite this card. This card is all about sharp ideas. So maybe your sharp ideas is what impresses the bosses in there. So keep going with the sharp ideas. Okay? Just don't divulge any personal plans. Okay? All right. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11th house is long-term plans and long-term plans. Oh, and friends from previous employers. I don't know how those two got to put together. Here we are. Long-term plans. This is a card of money. And this is a card of people who's... So your long-term plan is to have a pile of money by the time you retire. And maybe before. When do you want to retire? So use those sharp ideas you got to line your pockets. Not suggesting you cheat or lie or steal, but I am saying you earn your money. You work for your money and you earn it. So congratulations. I just think more of that is going to happen. Now if you got really upset, you could call one of your previous employers and ask them, but you seem to be doing well in this job right here. I'm not suggesting you switch right now because things seem to be going okay. Okay? Okay. 12th house is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. Ready? You have a terrible time going to sleep at night. Worry, worry, worry. Well, Geminis are all the time. You just got a quick mind, you got an active mind, and sometimes it's hard to turn off. So, I hope that you're able to turn off the chatter and the worry and the anxiety so that you can relax and fall asleep. Now this is going to sound really stupid, but you'd be surprised how much just reciting your blessings what makes a person relax and go right to sleep, because it removes the terror of not having X, ABC, or A, B, C, and D, but you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because you still have everything left. After you count your blessings, those are what will help you sleep, I promise. Okay. Oh, geez. What's going on? Why is this? Is there a little bit of a kerfuffle going on? Do you want to leave the work? Well, then. So it looks like look, obviously, this is a house that is on fire. Now, please don't think that your house is going to catch on fire and you're going to jump out the windows to save yourselves. That's not going to happen. This can be a small, tiny little whoop, whoop, uh-oh, or it could be bigger. So be careful how you drive, be careful where you drive, and put your best foot forward everywhere. Okay? All right, so what we have here for you, dear Geminis, are, first of all, just in general, you're very happy. Number 2, this is about your money, and your money is like an investment. You send it out and you're hoping it comes back fully laden. And this is your communication house. And you've been thinking and talking a lot about the projects that have been successful. Okay? This is your 4th house of home, opposite the Empress in your 10th house. Ideas. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, I hope you're happy because this is a really good layout. Couldn't go to nicer people. So, please remember to keep your own counsel, put your best foot forward, and continue doing good because it looks good on you. Okay? All right. Thanks. Bye. This is Twisted Granny Tarot. Come see me next time. Bye.